Imagine you're standing at the base of a mountain in a Category 5 hurricane. If you lie flat on your face, the wind feels like a gentle breeze passing over your back. You might even think you're stronger than the storm because it isn't moving you. The second you try to stand up, the moment you try to take one single step forward against the gale, you realize the terrifying, bone-crushing power of the atmosphere. Most of you watching this think you know who you are. You think you're a decent person because you haven't committed a felony this week. But the truth is, you have no idea how deep your own darkness runs because you have never actually tried to fight it. You've been lying face down in the mud your entire life, calling it peace, when in reality, it's just total surrender. There is a pathetic, lukewarm lie circulating in our culture that good people are naturally virtuous, that they simply don't feel the urge to lie, to cheat, or to destroy. That is a lie designed to keep you weak. No man knows how bad he is until he has tried very hard to be good. C.S. Lewis hit the nail on the head with that one. If you want to know the strength of the enemy, you don't find out by waving a white flag. You find out by charging the front lines. The person who gives in to their impulses after 5 minutes of trying knows absolutely nothing about the nature of evil. They are like a soldier who surrenders before the first shot is fired, then goes home and claims the war wasn't that difficult. You don't know the weight of the chains until you actually try to break them. Real strength isn't the absence of temptation, it's the presence of a war. The bad people in this world actually live the most sheltered, fragile lives imaginable because they never say no to themselves. They are slaves to their own dopamine, their own anger, and their own ego. They have never felt the true, agonizing pressure of temptation because they fold the moment it gets uncomfortable. If you want to see how much of a monster you're capable of being, try being perfectly honest for 24 hours. Try to be completely selfless for a single week. You will find that within 2 hours, your mind starts screaming. You'll see the resentment, the bitterness, and the sheer resistance that bubbles up the moment you stop being a passenger to your own impulses. This is where the kick comes in, though, because most of you are terrified of that discovery. You stay gray and mediocre because you're scared to see the strength of the wind. You'd rather believe you're a good guy by default than do the hard work of becoming a good man by choice. But there is no transformation without confrontation. You cannot conquer what you refuse to acknowledge. If you want to be powerful, you have to first realize how utterly powerless you've been. You have to realize that you aren't peaceful, you're just harmless. A rabbit isn't virtuous because it doesn't hunt. It doesn't hunt because it can't. A virtuous man is a dangerous man who has his sword tucked firmly in its sheath. He knows exactly how bad he can be because he spent every waking moment wrestling that beast into submission. So stop settling for a sheltered life of surrender. The goodness you're aiming for shouldn't be some soft, flowery concept. It should be a bloody, daily combat. When you resist that urge to take the easy way out, or to lash out at someone who hurt you, or to indulge in that habit that's been rotting your potential, that's when you finally start to see the map of your own soul. You start to see the fortifications of your vices. Every time you push back against the wind, you grow the muscle required to actually stand. You aren't discovering how bad you are to shame yourself. You're doing it to find out what you're up against so you can finally win the damn fight. The world doesn't need more people who are nice because they lack the spine to be anything else. It needs people who have looked into the abyss of their own nature, seen the capacity for absolute wreckage, and decided to build something beautiful anyway. It's time to stop lying down in the storm. Stand up. Feel the full force of the wind. Realize that you have been a spectator in your own life because you were too afraid of the friction that comes with virtue. Resistance is the only way you'll ever know who you actually are. You aren't tested by the things you do. You are tested by the things you have the power to do but choose to restrain. So, if you feel like you're failing, if you feel like the struggle is getting harder, good. That means you're finally walking up the mountain instead of sliding down it. The pain you feel is the measurement of your progress. A man who gives in after 5 minutes is a ghost. A man who holds out for an hour, for a day, for a lifetime is a titan. The strength of the German army was only known by the ones who stayed in the trenches and fought until the end. Your character is no different. You find out what you're made of by how hard you hit back when your worst instincts try to pull you under. Don't be a coward who calls their submission nature. Be the warrior who knows exactly how bad he could be and chooses every single morning to be something better. Thank you for watching.